So hey everyone, welcome back again to the channel. My name is Amartya and I am currently an intern at the Indira Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences, Patna. And in today's video, I am going to tell you that how you can finish your whole surgery syllabus for your final year university exams in just a month. And before that I go into the discussion, I will also tell you that how you are supposed to read the surgery part for your final year MBBS. Let's begin this video. So the first thing that I have to tell you about the surgery part for your final year university exams is the resource that you are going to use, and basically I am talking about the books, because when it comes to the concept making and all those things, your coaching notes would be more than enough. Whichever platform you use, both the Marrow, Prepladder, DAMS, anyone, they are all best for your NEET PG preparation or any other competitive exam preparation. But when it comes for the university exams, it becomes a little bit challenging because the coaching notes are not going to be enough, so you have to read the book. So when it comes to the book, I have only one suggestion, and that is the SRB textbook of surgery. And trust me, this is the best book for surgery, for the exams and concept making also, because everything is given in such a good way that it becomes very easy for you to write the answers when you are making your own notes, which I am going to discuss further in this video. You can also look for other book, that is the Manipal Manual of Surgery, but if you ask me which one is going to be better, and what I have personally used is SRB book of surgery. Another thing that I am going to discuss about this book, that I have already told in many of the videos of mine, that if you start reading the book line by line, it becomes so large for you to cover. So the best thing that you can do is to mark the PYQs or the PYTs, that is the previous year topics that has been asked in the last 5 to 10 years of your university exams. I have been telling you this about every subject for any year of the university exams, and for surgery also I am saying the same. So how are you supposed to mark this book? Let me show you an example. So as you can see here, I have marked this here like short notes asked in the university exams, or the short notes asked here in the university exams, or the long questions. So in this way, see, as you can see, I have written LQ, that is the long question asked in the university exams. So these are the things that you should mark, and that makes the reading easy. So after doing the marking, it becomes easy for you to read the topic and make your own notes. You have to make the notes, because we think that making notes is not enough. Without making notes also we can pass the exams, but let me tell you, when it comes to writing the answers in exam, you need to have your own notes. And I have been telling in every video of mine that you should make your own notes. So every time I think there is a lack of examples, I would say that I have told you to write the notes, but today I am going to show you how I made my surgery notes. They are not complete. I have just written a few of the answers, and I read most of the from other notes. So I am going to show how I made my notes. So here's an example. So as you can see, I had made these notes like I gave the topic surgery PYQs. As you can see, surgery PYQs, and then I made the notes in which I have written like the MRSA was asked as a short notes. So I write the MRSA and then wrote the whole of the answer in topic wise format. Also like hypovolemic shock, as you can see, hypovolemic shock has been asked. So I wrote the clinical features, and in the early stage, what is the late stage, what is the clinical manifestations, and what is the assessment, investigations and treatment also. Likewise, you can see that I have tried to include as much as the flowcharts, right, and also the tables. As you can see, tables and the flowcharts, so that makes your notes more engaging and more easy to learn. So as you can see here also, like hemorrhage was asked. So what are the types of hemorrhage, what is the classification on the basis of duration or other things. These are the classifications. As you can see also, I have used the flowchart methods or the table methods to make the notes. So as I have already shown you the way I have wrote my notes, and I will post the images of the notes I had made on the Telegram channel of mine, so that you can get an idea that how the notes should be made. So this was all about that, how you are supposed to mark the book and then go on for your note making. Now let's come to your ideal timeline, that how you should approach to make your surgery syllabus complete for your final year university exams. If you have just entered the final year, you have ample of time to complete your surgery, all the syllabus, and learn and make the notes. But when it comes to your exams, like if someone is near their exams. I guess the final year students have some time left for their exams. So if they start note making from now, then also they can complete the note making and you can revise also. So the timeline that I am going to give you is about how you can revise the whole of the surgery syllabus in a month. But before I tell you about the timeline, I want to tell you some of the important PYQs, or you can say the important topics which are frequently asked in every university across the country, because most of the topics are very much important for, I guess, every university. So the list of the important topics will be given in the Telegram channel, and you can see over there that what are the important topics that has been asked or are going to be asked in your exams. So now I am going to give you the timeline that how you can complete the whole of the surgery in 1 month. You have to divide actually the what are the important topics according to the priority, and I am going to tell you about this only. So in the first 1 or 1.5 weeks, you have to completely dedicate for the GIT part, because GIT is very much extensive. It has a lot of important topics like the bowel, stomach. In the stomach you have gastric cancer, you have the GERD, esophagus you have the esophageal carcinoma, then comes the colon, then comes the anus, rectum. There's a lot of things, including this hernia topic also included in the GIT part. So it becomes huge and require a lot of time. So for the note making and for the revising purposes, you should at least dedicate 1.5 weeks for the GIT part for sure. And the important topics, as I told you, that I will give in the Telegram channel. So for the first 1.5, or you can at least take 2 weeks also for that purpose to complete the whole of the GIT part. Now after you have completed the GIT part, you have almost completed more than 50% of the syllabus, because GIT is humongous, as I have already told you. Now after the GIT, the major part of the surgery syllabus that remains is the general surgery part, which includes the trauma, the breast part also, and the skin, and the like all the skin cancer and the other general things like the cyst types, like the flap types, keloid, and the scar. These are hypertrophic scar. These are the things that are included in the general surgery. So general surgery is also a bit long, but after GIT you should prefer the general surgery part, including the breast part. So at least 1 or 1.5 weeks you should dedicate for the general surgery part. So 1.5 weeks approximately for GIT, 1.5 weeks for the general surgery. So 3 weeks here. And for the final week, you should concentrate on the miscellaneous topics like the neurosurgery, the thoracic surgery part, and the anesthesia also part. In my university, at least, they have been asked general surgery. Apart from the general surgery, they have also asked the anesthesia part. Anesthesia part, what? So they have like asked about the epidural anesthesia, like the spinal anesthesia. So short notes on these type of anesthesia. So you should not miss on those small topics, because they are small but they can earn you marks for the exams. So better try to cover them also in the last week. So this was the whole timeline, as you can see on the screen. So this is how you should ideally go accordingly, but main focus you should give on the GIT and the general surgery part for sure, because they are the major portions of the surgery part. So this is important. Now this was all about the surgery part, and I have included the note making, the timeline in which you have, and you should actually complete the whole of the surgery part if you are in the final year near to your exams. Now very much important that I have missed in my last video about the medicine. So what I did in my university exams for medicine, that I made the notes, as I've already told you that how you should make notes. So I also made my notes using the PYTs, the PYQs. So I have the notes of my medicine, and I'm going to upload it very soon. I guess by the time you are watching this video, the notes would be posted in the Telegram channel. So hello everyone, this was the medicine notes that I was talking about. So you can, as you can see that how I have made the notes, like I have divided the notes on the basis of the all these systems. So like this respiratory system is here. So I have made the notes, as you can see that I have tried to include as much as the flow charts or the all the flow charts or the bullet points, as I've already told in my videos, and I also tell everyone to make the notes in this way also. So this is the way I have made the notes, and also you can try to include the tables. As you can see, I have included the tables for this question, and this includes all the important PYTs and PYQs. So I am going to upload the whole of the medicine notes in my Telegram channel. So this is the way I have written. So you can get an idea from this notes that how you should write your own notes, or you can study from the notes itself. So it's up to you. So likewise, as you can see, this is the approach to pneumothorax. So this is the things that I am going to tell you also, that I have used the Harrison's and the Archit Bulut Sir's textbook. So both the books are used. So the data is standard, all the important things, like you can see, I have made the diagrams also wherever it was necessary. So this is all about the medicine note. So I am going to give the notes in the Telegram channel, so make sure to subscribe to it. As I have already told you that I am going to post the surgery notes on the Telegram channel, so that you can get an idea that how you should make your notes of your own. For medicine part, you can either rely on my notes or you can make your own notes. From the notes I have, you can get an idea. So this is all about the medicine part, the surgery notes making, the timeline, everything that I wanted to cover about the surgery. Now also one important thing that I wanted to tell you, that when you are studying for the university exams, if you think you have completed all the PYTs, you have completed all the PYQs, what you can do, that if you have time, let me repeat, that if you have time, then you can go for your coaching notes, just give a brief overview, see the important things, because in my surgery exams there were n number of questions in the MCQs and the short notes that were not from the PYQs, and luckily that I have went through my coaching notes, few of the questions became easy for me. So if you have time, just go and have a look over the coaching notes. It may happen that few of the questions may come and which you have not included in your notes. There are chances that it may pop up in the exams, so it's better to have it covered if you have time. If you don't have time, you can leave them also, but if you have time, you should take a overview also. So this was all about the surgery part, how you are supposed to write the answers, how you are supposed to make the notes, how you are supposed to study. See, surgery seems to be tough, but when you understand it, it becomes a bit easy. Like name of the surgeries, name of the incision, what are the anatomy of the locations, these are something which will bother you, but one who have a good anatomy, at least anatomy part, if you have clear, then it will become very easy for you to understand what the surgery is. So if you are having problems in understanding the anatomy, if you have the Netter's Atlas from your first year like I have, see, so you can use them, as you can see, so you can use them to understand the surgical anatomy also, because these are the important diagrams, or the you can say photos, which are very much important when it comes to understand the surgery part. So the Netter's Atlas also comes to rescue, because understanding the anatomy is very much important when you are going to perform the surgery or you are going to read about the surgery, because if you don't know the normal anatomy, how are you going to understand the pathology of that part and how you are going to operate it. So for that purpose, you can refer to the anatomy book, either it could be Atlas, Netter's Atlas, or it could be your BD Chaurasia or Vishram Singh also. So anatomy is very much closely linked to the surgery. So you should take a look at your anatomy book if you are having any confusion regarding the anatomy of that particular system. So this was all about this video. I hope I have covered everything, and if you are having any doubt or any problems, you can comment down the comment below, or you can join the Telegram channel and ask me there, or you can DM me on my Instagram. So this was all about this video. We'll meet you in the next video soon, and I wish you all a very happy Navratri. Till then, have a great day, stay safe, thank you.